EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go from Cleveland. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran, still going, former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023. It's Joe Flacco.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proving to be a really hard team to beat.
Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game. That's the four-time All-Pro Myles Garrett getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
We can feel this crowd all the way up here in the press box, Mike. I mean, one play in, one sack later, and this crowd is rocking.
Flacco to throw. And they're going to get him again. Remarkable. How about that to start the game? 2 sacks on the first 2 plays.
His offensive play caller, he's got to help out his offensive line right now. Some screens, some quick games, some run game. They've got to slow down this pass rush because so far here early, they have had no answers for it.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense here, an early 3rd and long. Here's Flacco to throw. Catch left side is made by Higgins.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. Automatic first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, and again they're going to get him. That is 3 sacks on the opening drive. Incredible. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
And now he's just single-handedly taking over this drive, Mike. I mean, they better find a way to neutralize him before he does more damage. Get more bodies on him, take the protection to him. Either way, just get him blocked.
Throwing, Flacco. That's complete. It's Yosivas. And he will score. Andre Yosivas. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead.
Bengals 7, Browns nothing.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the lefty, 5'11" out of Oregon, Dylan Gabriel.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it is recovered by the Bengals.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one.
Previous play is under review.
At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. From the 35, here's second and a couple. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. It's a Browns first down.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
They'll go back to Ford on first down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Gabriel. He runs with it. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
There wasn't anywhere really for him to go with the ball. The defensive backs did a great job of taking away his progression read. But that pass rush, they just can't get home, and he ends up making the play with his legs and moves the chains.
Now a handoff to Ford. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
The tackle by Logan Wilson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bengals' 26-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but Really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. They'll run for it. It's 4. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Here's Flacco. The Browns have it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
The kicking team off for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Browns will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Charlie Jones now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Hey, total opposites so far in these first 2 possessions, scoring the touchdown on their opening drive. They gave it right back a moment ago when the fumble was returned for 6 the other way. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Now Flacco. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
To throw is Flacco. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Now fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Play action, Gabriel. He'll step up and run this.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Gabriel. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. Automatic 1st down.
On the zone read, this is Gabriel. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, it's Gabriel. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Up the middle, here's 4. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Gabriel. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The Bengals have got it. Still going. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
McPherson now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Round 7.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Browns offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Throwing is Gabriel. Going deep downfield for Judy. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
And that should have been a big one. There's no excuse to drop a ball like that. A sure-handed receiver that's this good. I'm not sure if he just didn't track it. I'm not sure if he lost sight of it for a split second. But when you get open downfield at this level, that's got to be a big play.
Here's Gabriel now on second down. And that is incomplete. But a flag is down back in the backfield. Did they hit the quarterback late?
Automatic first down.
On first down, Gabriel. That one out wide to Ford. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 9. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Defense. Still second down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 4. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. A run straight ahead. That's Ford. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Throwing on third down, Gabriel is going to air this one out. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Bengals offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. Now Brown. How this on his way to a nice pickup of 7.
At the 44-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now, faking the give. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it's going to be 3rd down. Flacco. And that is incomplete. Andre Yosivas was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Browns offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, give to 4. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
On 2nd down, here's Gabriel. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. To throw is Gabriel. He'll try and get there on the ground. 22 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Cleveland.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Bengals on top. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Start of the 2nd. Browns in control of the football. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. On the handoff, 4. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
Across midfield at the 48.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. They'll run once more with 4. And he is not going to get away. Might have got a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try and run for the 1st down. It's 4. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They snap it to Gabriel. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
All right, Mike, so in a situation like this, I would love to see the quarterback think first down. I don't need a touchdown. I need a fresh set of downs. I need to keep the chains moving and give me more opportunities to hopefully end this drive with a touchdown.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Chase. Now flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Flacco to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Myles Garrett getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
What an unbelievable performance by this pass rush to start this game. And then on the flip side of things, I'm not sure if things could get any worse for this offensive line. I mean, they've got to figure something out, and they've got to do it in a hurry because they are completely outmatched right now at the moment.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Flacco to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. And how about that? 3rd and a mile, and they convert and pick up a first down.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he'll take this one in. Chase Brown, touchdown Bengals. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals will take a 21-7 lead.
Round 7.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to get back at it.
27-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Ford. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Shamar Stewart there on the stop.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now it's Gabriel. He takes off, and he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for a Browns 1st down.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. He'll run with 4. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Again, it's Ford. He'll look forward for maybe a yard. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Third down and 9. Looking to throw is Gabriel. A gain there of 16 yards. It's a Browns 1st down.
16 yards. And the Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yes, it's really well executed here, and you see this in so many offenses around the league, Mike. These slant routes are either built in or what they call hot routes or sight routes. The receiver sees the blitz, and they break their route off. It gives an easy target for the quarterback, and it gives great opportunity for run after catch.
That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Here's Ford. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Gabriel. He'll try to run for it.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Oh, the hard count looked like they cut somebody to jump. If they did, they pick up the 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Gabriel. He'll let this go toward the end zone. That is hot. What a throw. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown Browns.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The PAT, up and good. And the Browns draw closer here. It's 21-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing, Flacco. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Open man, that's Charlie Jones. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Here's Brown, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Here's Flacco. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The rookie out of Michigan, Mason Graham, gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Flacco. They'll set up the screen to Brown. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Not the worst play call there. I actually like third down screen game, especially when you're anticipating some pressure, an over-aggressive defense who's selling out to get to the quarterback. In this case, not a lot of room to operate. They don't convert. Brings up fourth down.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Browns offense and Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next possession. On 1st and 10, it's Gabriel. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. The third-round pick leading this offense well. It is a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
He'll get this out wide, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals' 48-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. 2nd down, they need 7. Shotgun snap to Gabriel. This pass caught by Jeudy. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Again, it's Gabriel. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Second down and 8. On the ground, this is 4. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third and 9. Out of the gun, Gabriel. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
The Bengals offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Flacco. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Flacco. Pass caught. Gesicki on the right. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
At the Browns' 29-yard line.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This will be a 46-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and Jerome Ford getting set to take over once more. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Gabriel. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Play action, Gabriel. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
That's good for the Browns. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he'll take this back to the 43-yard line. Demetrius Knight there on the tackle.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. To throw is Gabriel. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They'll run here with Brown. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. Trouble, and down he goes. Shelby Harris in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
It is 3rd and long. Man in motion, heading right. Throwing now on 3rd and long. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Greg Delpit. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. They give it, and it's 4. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Gabriel. Here's a screen set up for 4. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
They'll run the sneak. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
It's a gain of 2.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, 1st down.
Judkins will take it in. Touchdown. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Now the try here for the point after. His kick is good. And the Browns cut the lead to 3, 24-21.
Browns 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Carry here for Brown. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Tyson Campbell there to make the tackle.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. Flacco to throw. To the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Ronnie Hickman.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
The Browns offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Now it's Gabriel. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. Pickup of 46 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They bring Judy in motion. 4. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Now it is 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Gabriel. He finds Judy on that one.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Here's Gabriel. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Now Gabriel. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Now, Gabriel on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Here's Ford heading left. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He'll look to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Throwing on 3rd down, Gabriel. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
That screen just never had a chance. Anytime the running back has the ball and he's making guys miss in the backfield, there's going to be no timing to the play. It just allows too much time for the rest of the defense in pursuit to get there, and in this case winds up as no gain.
Kevin Stefanski going to turn to his field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Browns will tie the game at 24.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this 3rd quarter, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Flacco to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Flacco. That's into the hands of Yosibas. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
And the Bengal 1st down.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Mason Brown in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
To throw is Flacco. He'll set up the screen to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down. Now Flacco. That is caught. Finding Higgins. A gain of 16 yards. It's a Cincinnati 1st down. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Fourth quarter gets underway, and it's a run by Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Flacco. Oh, the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bengals will go up by 7.
31, Browns 24.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Browns offense headed back to take over once more. Open his drive on the ground with 4. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 31-yard line.
On the give, it's Judkins. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Gabriel now on third down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and that'll set up fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Flacco getting ready for the next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. Down the sideline, past him. Oh, a loose football. What a stunning turn of fortunes. A huge play on the ground. Big gainer is negated by the fumble at the end, and the defense comes up with the football.
Mike, we see this so often. On a run of this length, the ball carrier can tend to kind of lose track of where all the defenders are, and that's exactly what happened here. They're able to knock the ball loose and recover it and really offset what was one of their biggest plays of the game.
The Browns offense getting set to get back to work. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Now Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Flacco. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
You'll find Brown out of the backfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now they'll set up to throw. They're called in at the 2. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense ready to take over once again. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. To throw is Gabriel. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They bring Judy in motion. On play action, it's Gabriel. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Out of the gun, Gabriel. He's going to look for the home run ball. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Mason Graham. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
This guy's like a man amongst boys right now out here, Mike, and you just don't see these sort of dominant performances on the NFL level very often. I mean, whether they got to double team him or keep sliding the protection to him, I don't care what they got to do. Someone has to block this guy because he's completely destroying the entire game.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Throwing left sideline, look to be caught, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. It's incomplete. Probably one they'd like back. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. Flacco to throw. That is caught side of the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals are able to extend the lead.
Bengals 45, Browns 24.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Gabriel. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Looking to throw is Gabriel. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They snap it to Gabriel. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. The Bengals offense ready for this next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Browns offense about ready to take over once more. That is caught out wide on the RPO, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
42-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They're on the toss here with Judkins. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
Out of bounds at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Out of the pistol, a run with Judkins. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Gabriel now on first down. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Shotgun snap to Gabriel. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Here's Judkins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Now it's Gabriel. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's going to pick up the Browns' first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here's Gabriel. In trouble, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Now Gabriel. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.